Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 4th episode of Symphogear G. This one's titled The Place I Call Home. Wonder whose home it's going to be. Maybe, let's think. I guess it could be Hibiki? Place she calls home? The school, maybe? That's the only thing I can really think of. Like, we haven't really mentioned too much about homes per se, like, because, yeah, the girls at the school normally stay on site, right? So that would be their home, essentially. Maybe that's what they're referring to. I don't know. But yeah, we've got a thing to settle before we start calling home, because we're still fighting Maria, or as she actually is, Fine, which was alluded to in episode 1. Well done, everyone pointed that one out. So I looked back on episode 1, I was like, oh yeah, she totally did say that, didn't she? I didn't actually make any connection to it at the point. I don't know why, but it was kind of obvious. But yeah. We had that reveal thanks to Dr. Ver, our anime villain, who's took Solomon's cane and is now coordinated with the enemy and helping with the experimentation of Nephilim, a weird creature thing that either is the relic or the relic is inside the creature. I don't quite know how it works just yet. I'm sure we'll get to that point eventually in the story. I feel like Nephilim is going to be one of the main points of the series for now. I don't know if it's going to be, like... I mean, it would make sense that Nephilim would be the main thing that we focus on throughout the entire season. I don't know how far into the season it'll reach, like, what am I thinking? What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Hibiki and, what's her face? Waifu. Total lesbian. Oh, my mind has gone blank. My mind has completely gone blank. Who was it? Miku? Was that her name? Right? Lesbian? Right? Yes, Miku. Christ, that was bad. Sorry, I'm tired. But yes, I'm thinking maybe like their storyline, which kind of like was like relevant, and then like obviously there was a divide, and then slowly over time it came to a head by the end of the season. Maybe that's what they'll do with this story as well, though that the Miku story was more of a side thing than the main. Anyway, forget it. Forget I talked about that. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to get Nephilim and destroy it, I guess. It seems very, very dangerous. Although, can you destroy it since it's a relic? Can relics be destroyed necessarily? I mean, we can break them into fragments, I suppose. Hence why we can now make Symphogears out of the fragments of relics. And hence why we can have 2 Gungnir's. I'm actually planning on getting some new shirts next month, and I think I'm going to get like a Gungnir shirt just because why not? Just playing to the meme a little bit. And yeah, we almost get it thanks to the submarine that is Division 2 now, I guess. I guess our HQ is a submarine because, well, we lost the old base when the school was destroyed, so yeah, I guess we might as well make one on a submarine. We can move it wherever we want around Japan. Seems quite useful, doesn't it? But it's very Symphogear, and I love it. Like punching out of the water. That was cool. Let's be honest. But yeah, we also had that gas that seemed to affect our Symphogears. Like, I'm fairly certain they didn't really say for certain it was the gas, but I'm 99% certain it was the gas that was messing around with their Symphogears and causing some of it to backlash onto Chris as she was pushing too far and starting to hurt herself more and more and more as she started using techniques. But as soon as they were out of the gas, I think they were relatively fine, so I'm 90% certain it was gas. But yeah, now we've got to deal with Maria. Although at the moment it's still advantageous for us because it's us 3 versus Maria. I'm sure the others are going to be coming back as well. On what their faces. Shirabe and Kirika. I'm sure they'll be back as well, but for now we have an upper hand in dealing with Maria, so we should probably pounce on that before they can intervene, but no doubt they will. But I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I love this series so much, and I'm just excited to keep sharing with this, and knowing that we've got so much more is what makes it even better. So, anyway, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all Patreon and Patreon exclusive on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as Symphogear G here. We also have movie reactions with Weathering Review the Movie just going up recently, and on the first of the month we'll be holding a poll for what movie we watch for the next month, so stay tuned for that as well. That will also be on Discord as well if you want to see that as well. But here on YouTube we do timer based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a timer for the episode, a countdown 3 to 1 play, then play you start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. Watching this one technically on Anime Pahi because this is the version that has the D-Truck subs, because we watch fan subs for this series. You can find this series on Crunchyroll if you don't mind the subtitles, and yeah, the Crunchyroll subtitles aren't terrible, but apparently D-Trucks have been recommended to me a lot, and I will absolutely go with that, because when the Symphogear mob tells you to do something, you pretty much do it. Like, it just makes sense. Like, there's a reason why they are... It's the reason why Symphogear fans are the way they are, because they know what they're talking about, so you just listen, right? But yeah, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode of Symphogear, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Hello, Maria. Or Fine, I should say. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. OP time. Oh, I didn't even mention Ogawa, did I? Fucking badass he is. Forgot to mention him in the preview. But yes. Yeah. Jirabe and Kirika. Fine. Or Maria. Alright. Play cycle home. Starting very epic with music. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm. 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 It seems to all disappeared this time. Hmm. Well, when it was Ryoka, we kind of just assumed that she was just gone and completely overtaken, right? Oh boy, here we go. Okay, we can call now. Blue flash. Oof. Well, that's convenient. I don't mind dying for the way I believe in. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, here we go. Spin to win. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, here they come. Just angry at myself. Oh, love that. It's so weird just rolling like that. Hmm. Yep. Hmm. I mean, how do we just make the thing, our monster, disappear that easily? Helicopter, I'm guessing. Oh boy. Oh shit, more than a helicopter, holy fuck. Wow. So that's why it just cloaks, because they passed up. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. What are you protecting exactly? If anything. Well, we're going to try and shoot it down now. I mean... Hell yes? Where's that? Red Hot Blaze? Okay. Stealth. Mm-hmm. Just stealth like that. That's pretty impressive tech. Quite possibly. They're using a gear? Shenchou Jing, okay. Interesting. Yeah, we're not doing so hot, are we? Hmm. 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 True. Yes. Okay. That is a problem. Whether they were feeding it. Hmm. Hmm. That's ominous. Why are you looking at a gear like that? Hmm. With that one, maybe, but... Hmm. Don't know what you said, but sure, let's go for it. A very hibiki answer. So casual. Okay, former US, okay. Federal Institute of Sacris, okay. Okay. There. Hmm. Interesting. I wouldn't be too surprised if that was the case. That would make sense. Hmm. Makes sense. Quite possibly. Then why do they want a rampant beast that is... Hmm. Unless that's not what they specifically want from it. They are feeding it, after all. Do they want it to grow? Does it grow beyond just a destructive monster? I don't feel like that's the end goal, just to have a destructive monster they can just let loose. Oh boy, they've infiltrated. That's not good. That can be a problem later. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel you. Wow. That's definitely worth competing for. That tracks. Oh boy. What is this? I love it. Uh, well, oh, I'm sure there's gonna be many moments where she won't be smiling. Now that you said that, especially. Sure. That is true. Who is our target at this point? I mean, take your pick of the three, right? Is it all three? Is it one of the specifics? Hmm. Yep. Relic fragments, okay. They need relic fragments. We're gonna try and take the Symphogears from... Yep. Okay. So let's take... Tsubasa or Chris's, I guess. Huh? Right. Oh. Interesting. So Maria and Fine aren't completely... Fine hasn't taken completely over, I guess. Interesting. So I guess Tsubasa is a target. I guess Chris would also serve as a target. It doesn't matter which one it is. long as it's one of them. God damn it, Chris. Again. God damn it. Sure. Got ropes into this. Yep. We gonna hear it? Queen of the Stage Cups. Okay, that's what it's called. This is amazing. I see why people really like Chris. Bicycle home. Those two enjoying it as well, god damn it. Hey, she wins, of course. Oh boy. I mean, surely they recognize him immediately, yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not gonna end well. Wow. Are they actually gonna challenge, like, legitimately, or are they gonna... I don't know. How are they challenging? I don't know if it's gonna be a legit challenge or not at this point. So they want the pendants because they have obviously the relic fragments, which is what they've been feeding to Nephilim. So a relic that consumes other relics, or at least fragments of relics. Interesting. But that keeps it pacified at least. And stops it from hungering and wanting to consume more. So, what is their objective? What is their objective with this thing, then? Like, what could they possibly want it to do? They're obviously staking a lot in on this thing to an ultimate goal, but I don't quite know where that ultimate goal will lead them. It's like I said, it's a rampaging monster. It causes chaos. Why would they want something like that? They don't, because they're trying to keep it pacified. If you really wanted it to be a problem, just deploy it out and let it get hungry, and it will go on a rampage. Although it doesn't seem... With full Symphogear power, I feel like it should be easily defeated, but... What does defeated even mean to it? Like, if you defeat it, since it is a relic, does it just come back? Does it... What happens to it in that instance, I wonder? Anyway. I wonder about that. I do wonder. There was a comment last week, I think, that had something I wanted to talk about as well. Or was there? Was there or wasn't there? No, there wasn't. No, I'm thinking of something else entirely. Never mind me. Yeah, another fantastic episode. They really haven't mentioned Hibiki's backstory yet. I thought Hibiki's backstory might take a bit more of a leading role in the first half, but no, they're going to save it for a little later, by the looks of things. I wonder what this thing's going to be between Chris and Shirobei and Kirika. I wonder what that's going to end up being, because are they legitimately just going to sing in that instance, or I wonder. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes. But apparently Maria has also seemingly undergone the same treatment that Kanade went through with the process of what was specifically the name of that process? I forget it. They mentioned it in the episode, but whatever, we'll get to it eventually. But she's undergone that same thing, and they specifically said the Maria in you hasn't quite yet disappeared. I guess that gives a new perspective on Ryoko and Fine, because whilst Ryoko was Fine the entire time, she still exhibited a lot of the personality and stuff of Ryoko. So I guess that's also what's happening here with Maria and Fine, and I guess as time went on with Ryoko at the time, she became more and more like Fine towards the end, and she became obviously just Fine and no Ryoko left. So I guess the same's happening to Maria right now, but Kirika and Shirobei seem very protective over Maria, implying that their paths are more linked, which I think, but going back to the first episode's little flashback thing, I think either all three of them were there, or two of them specifically were there. I can't remember. But, yeah, it seems as though Hibiki's agreement, as it were, with Fine didn't really stick. Or it's still Maria who is driving this, just using the knowledge and powers of Fine to do it. Maybe Maria's still in the driving seat, technically, rather than Fine herself. And maybe that's why that understanding hasn't gone through. Or it's possible that every version of Fine that comes back now is just based on the version from when she originally was cast out. Because if once Fine died and sent out her ability to be reincarnated, however that functioned, they're all resurrected from that exact same point in Fine's history. You resurrect a Fine, crush it, and destroy it, no matter what it learned, it doesn't feed that back to the rest of them, maybe. Maybe that's why what impact Hibiki had on the Fine we first encountered hasn't really hit this new one. In which case, you could constantly have every series would have a new Fine, but I feel like that would get old, and I feel like this show would be conscious of that. I mean, after 5 seasons, are we going to always have a Fine in this series? I mean, it would make sense, right? But would it be a bit like old hat? It's like, oh no, a new Fine has appeared. It's like, oh, okay, sure, we found a new Fine. Let's go deal with this one. Oh, look, you don't remember the promise of the last 2. Oh, that's a shame. I feel like the show would be conscious of that and maybe change the way they do that to make it a bit more interesting for future seasons. But I'm way ahead of myself on that regard, so I shouldn't really worry about that right now. But yeah, I'm very interested in Shirabe and Kiriko's backstory and relations with Maria, because they are very protective of Maria right now, so I'm kind of curious where their backstories lie. I'm curious about Hibiki's backstory here. Yeah, there's a lot of backstories to explore, and I'm hoping upcoming episodes might start to go into that. But lovely moment for Chris to end it on. Although I'm now concerned about what Kiriko and Shirabe might end up doing. I doubt they'll reveal themselves as Symphogear users. They might just genuinely be trying to have a sing-off here to get the pendant. But I don't know why they would necessarily get the pendant unless they, like, wager for it. But why Chris and Tsubasa would never wager for it. So I don't quite know what their plan is to get the pendants in this instance, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments for the episode. Symphogear peeps, you're always good with comments. Like, you're very consistent with them as well, so thank you as well. Don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episodes, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 online you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.